The Bitcoin price is on the rise, recovering from this week's heinous market sell-off. But could this just be a dead cat bounce, a bull trap before another plunge deep down into the crypto abyss? Let's dive in and analyze. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Crypto Kirby here, your cryptocurrency expert, back with another edition of the daily live stream. Wow, what an absolutely exciting range here, folks. We have to discuss what's going on right now because there's really only two scenarios that I personally see. And that's one, that we are going to get a breakout above here and confirm yet another possible bullish leg to the upside with targets. We have to discuss those targets. But the other scenario, could this be a dead cat bounce? And could we actually be starting a much, much larger correction to the downside? All of this and more here on today's stream, so let's get to it. But before we do, if you could, smash that thumbs up button for the YouTube algorithm. Thank you for that. And if you are brand new, welcome to the most realistic Bitcoin technical analysis channel you are ever going to find. Hit that subscribe button, tick the little bell, select all, and let's get this crypto. Welcome to the channel. So, obviously, this week's market sell-off was heinous. I mean, we saw the Bitcoin price lose not only one, but two levels of key critical support. Luckily for the bulls right now, they have at least climbed back up into this channel. Now, if you are subscribed here, you would know this. For me, trading down into this channel and finding support originally would have still maintained bullish posture. Now that we've traded below the channel and are looking to climb back up into it from the underside, there's more work to be done here, as instead of this just quite simply being support on the way down, this now has the possibility to be resistance on the way up. Not saying that the bulls cannot break through here, create support on top of it, and continue up, which we're going to discuss in a moment. But there's just way more work to be done here, in my opinion, for the bulls than if they held support originally inside of this range without first dropping below it and now trading back up into it. Let's get this crypto. I hope that was easy enough to understand. Now, from a very micro perspective here, take a look. We had our low. We've now had a higher low, and we've broken to a new higher high. Right now as well, we did break this downward sloping resistance line, right? We did have a slight fake out here. I told you guys that I was still looking for that downward action if we did see a rejection up inside this box, right? So the Don did speculate a little bit short here. I am now out of that trade once again. I took my big short gain from up here. I am out of that as well. So right now, I am not in any type of short position any longer. Took my huge profit down here, speculated with one more short down below. I have now closed out of both of those. I am no longer short at this point in time until more indications and more technical confirmations arise in this chart right now. Let's get this crypto. So, we broke the downward sloping resistance line, right? We've broke above. We've now created a higher high and a higher low. You know, on a very small micro level, this does look a little bit bullish. Now, keep in mind, we're only talking about this move here, right? When we take into consideration this whole move here, you know, this, in my opinion, is still a pretty dangerous zone. And it's not only dangerous for the bulls, it can be dangerous for the bears as well, because this range right here, there's a lot of, unpredictability. There's a lot of mystery going on inside this range here, and let's discuss why that is, okay? So we have the old resistance ceiling here, which then turned into support, not once, not twice, but thrice, before then losing support, right? So now if we test back up here, even though this is all looking still quite micro bullish, we still have to respect the fact that this whole line here could still act now as the macro resistance before we plunge deeper, chalking this whole move up here to just be a dead cat reaction rally after a heinous plunge to the downside, right? That would be very normal, right? There's nothing abnormal about that. Huge downward swing, then you get a little rebound rally up to the old level of support, which was broken. It backtests, confirms as resistance, and plunges once more. That would be completely normal, textbook action, right? It would just be normal. I don't know what else to say. Beyond that, when we look at our indicators here, let's pull up the Keltner channel first, okay? On the 4-hour time frame, the Keltner channel right now is still looking it's looking bullish now, right? Sure, we have seen that this top line has acted as resistance plenty of times, and it could act as resistance right now. The last 2 times that we saw that, it did. It's just that we're about to close a candle body above this range. And if we begin to close another one up here, I mean, the action starts to look more bullish, in my opinion, more so like what we saw over here rather than what we saw on this immediate downtrend here. The daily time frame on the Keltner channel is where it gets more interesting. All right. This whole trend all the way up, basically from our breakout, in the basically $12,000 range, we've really seen most of the action above the Keltner channel, or just, hugging the top line or going to the median line and continuing up. We've seen nothing really get to the bottom of the channel. And 2 days in particular here are screaming warning shots fired for me here, folks. It was this one that we closed the candle body right at the bottom line. And this one here, we had a massive wick to the downside and still managed to close the candle body right near the bottom of the line. Now, in bearish trends. So let's hypothetically for a moment, don't get triggered, little James. Okay. Hypothetically, if we now are seeing a shift in the trend here, that 42,000 was the top for the immediate short term, right? And we are going to see a bearish correction for the next several weeks or months or whatever, right? Say that this is beginning to roll over. Theoretically, we would now look to see the top of the Keltner channel act as resistance, okay? Where you see the bounce off the bottom, you get to the top, and you look to bounce lower again, okay? So now this is in an eerie spot, right? Look at where this is. First off, we're seeing a slope over in the channel, which we have not seen in a very long time. It's just been straight parabola up. We're seeing a turn of the channel, and this top line here, which could potentially look to act as resistance, right, is now in confluence with the line I just discussed. The old support the old resistance turned into support, which could potentially look to act as resistance now, right? We have the Keltner channel there. We have that line there. If we go over to a different indicator, what I want to show you as well here is that the daily time frame right now on the alligator, the Williams alligator, look how close this is to a potential bearish cross, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, right now with this upward sloping action, maybe we never get the cross. And this would be a great thing from a bullish perspective because we have not had a bearish cross on the alligator all the way since back in September of 2020 on the 1-day time frame. So if we were to see this, wow, I mean, it's shots fired. But look at this. The bulls are maintaining this buy pressure, trying not to get that Williams alligator to cross. So if we don't get the cross, I would totally like to see this from a bullish perspective. The green cross back up above the red, and we look to potentially create another momentous swing to the upside here. Let's get this crypto. But you could see that right now we still are flirting on the brink of danger right there, right? Because if we do say we drop a gain, even if it's not a large one, and we just drop somewhere back into this vicinity, it certainly could trigger that cross on the Williams alligator, which sure, it could cross right back up after. I'm just stating that we haven't seen a cross since back at that time, really, right? A significant one at least. And that would be a significant warning shot. On a more positive note, look at the Williams alligator on the 4-hour time frame. After this heinous dump to the downside where we got our bearish cross right there, basically at about 35,000-ish, around this range, 35 to 34,000 before we dropped below 30K, okay? We got the bearish cross here. The action went all the way down. Right now, we are just about, I mean, there's still some time left in this candle close, but we are getting that little bullish cross on the alligator right now on the 4-hour time frame. So there's a lot of decently bullish things happening on the micro perspective right now. That's why I'm telling you guys that I've already taken profit on my short. My other short I took, I exited, right? I'm not interested right now in a short right now. I was interested in shorts in a different spot in the trend when the indicators looked more bearish than they are right now. But micro and macro are two different things, right? You have to keep that in perspective because when we look at the daily time frame and the weekly time frame across several other indicators, there are still a lot of warning signs for me, such as the fact that we had this volume climax up here, right? which was where we peaked out at, right? Then back here, I just want you to be very well aware, we had a volume climax back there at our last market cycle top around 14,000, right? You guys see that volume climax there. That was where our market began to sell off. And back in the end of the 2017 bull run as well, we did have our volume climax right there at the top again. So that is screaming macro potential warning to me. Another macro warning sign for me as well is this directional movement index. If I'll just pull this up for us here, this directional movement index, the bearish cross occurred. All right. The bearish cross occurred basically right here on this breakdown. And now we haven't seen one of these in a very long time, folks. Basically not, since all the way back here. Now, sure, it doesn't have to mean much in a completely bullish parabolic uptrend, right? This could just be negated and we see the blue cross right back above, right? Very, very possible. But it is still a warning shot fired to me here because of the fact that this could just be a dead cat bounce into this old support now turning into new resistance, right? I hope you understand the importance of this. Based upon how many times I have to reiterate that statement, right? That we could just be dead cat bouncing into a potential old support to confirm it as new resistance and plunge again, right? And if you appreciate what I'm showing thus far, that thumbs up for the YouTube algorithm would be so greatly appreciated. Thank you for that. And if you are brand new, welcome to the most realistic Bitcoin technical analysis channel you are ever going to find. Hit that subscribe button, tick the little bell, and select all so you do not miss any more of these important Bitcoin and crypto analyses. Now, that's another warning shot fired for me there on the daily time frame, right? Now, if we go back to the 4 hour, more micro bullishness here, right? Look, we got the bullish cross on the 4 hour. So you see right now, I'm torn, right? Between the macro, still looks like it could possibly be bearish until proven otherwise, until we would get above here, consolidate, build support, and look to rip again, right? And we'll discuss possible targets in a moment. But you see on a micro level, right, the higher highs, the higher lows, we did get the alligator cross almost, right? It's not confirmed for another basically half hour or so right now until that candle closes, but almost. We did get this cross here. Same. It's about a half an hour at the time of recording before the candle closes on the 4 hour. But you see that there's momentum building here, right? And the fact of the matter is that there's two stories being told, right? Maybe this is just a scalp play, right? That it goes up to here, profits are taken, and then we plunge further. Or we are actually seeing the bottom of this dip come in. We look to test resistance, break it, consolidate above, and look to really move much, much higher, right? But just don't lose sight of the fact, folks, that this, in my opinion, still could very possibly be the complacency range of a market cycle, right? Where we've already seen our blow off top. We are consolidating sideways, dead cat bouncing, lots of chop and nonsense, lots of excitement and euphoria. And let me just explain this for one moment. So you could see that right now, I'm completely neutral on this action, right? I've told you that I've already taken the profit off of my short out. My other short that I had on, I'm out of that now, right? I'm not interested in holding that anymore as I don't see the validity there to hold that one. Right now, I just want to point out that this little bounce here, right? This little bounce after a sick series of downswings here, I've seen so much excitement and euphoria, right? The moon boys pointing fingers. You, Kirby, this is it. I told you. This, my friends, is indicative of desperation, in my opinion, when a rebound rally that has yet to even get back up to where we were just even, a week ago, right? I mean, seriously, chalk it up. We're not even back to where we were a week ago, and it's causing so much excitement and euphoria again. To me, folks, right? Again, this doesn't have to mean anything. I'm just giving you, my thought process here. That's desperation to me, right? It's desperation that these moon boys that are holding, hoping, and praying that please don't let this drop any further, Satoshi. Please, Lord Satoshi, don't let this drop any further. And this little rebound rally, their eyes are glued to their screen, sweating, trembling like a leaf in the wind. Yes, Kirby. Yes, it's going up. Yes. Complete desperation, I feel like, ladies and gentlemen, because you see that this to me is still a danger zone, right? Sure, it could go bullish, right? And we could go parabolic once more. I'm just stating this is a serious danger zone. So that type of excitement for just possibly seeing a dead cat bounce occur underneath and possibly inside of a very bearish resistance range, I hope you understand what I mean there, right? I hope you understand it. If you do, really, that thumbs up would be appreciated. Thank you. So right now, as I've shown you guys, right, I did short that breakdown, right? I shorted the breakdown. I told you I even took another short that I'm out of now, but this was the big one here, folks. And the dawn struck gold. The dawn struck gold. The dawn struck gold. And right now, I am looking to position myself for another potentially juicy trading opportunity. You could see right now that I'm keeping my eyes on the prize. I'm not letting emotions take control of my actions here, right? I'm not seeing this as the bottom is in, we're going to the moon. Sure, we could wind up going to the moon, but I need to see more here. I'm seeing the clues that we could potentially be seeing some bullish construction on the micro timeframes. But when we look at things on the macro timeframe, right, even just like this data out of skew here, it worries me. The Bitcoin USD realized volatility, it's up near a range where we have seen some potentially heinous drops occur, right? Doesn't have to act that way this time. Past performance does not indicate future results. This worries me. This Glassnode data here, Bitcoin net unrealized profit / loss, it worries me. Sure, it doesn't have to play out the same this time, right? Little James, the institutions are in now, Kirby. You don't know anything, Kirby. The institutions are in, Kirby. The smart money is gonna pump up the dumb money this time, Kirby. Just think about these people, ladies and gentlemen. They say retail is not in yet, right? Retail's not even in yet, Kirby. Stunad, your retail commenting that retail isn't in yet. Do you understand how crazy this is? How ludicrous that these sentiments are, right? And really, institutions, the smartest money in the world, managing billions upon trillions of dollars, they're the ones that are going to, you were the smart money in this case, little James. You were the smart money. The institutions are the dumb money. Sheesh, my friends. That to me, again, is just showing how euphoric this market is right now. Sure, this market can remain more irrational than we can believe for longer than we could ever imagine, right? And we could still possibly be in the belief, thrill, or euphoria stage. There's no way to really know until you look in hindsight. What I'm stating is that I see the level of euphoria has been there. It still appears to be here now. And with the recent developments in the market cycle here, with this heinous plunge to the downside, and now a lot of chopping, and now a lot of what I'm seeing as possible desperation and hope from the Moon Boys here, that a little dead cat bounce, not even bringing us back down to the breakdown point of the triangle, has them just absolutely euphoric, feeling like they're on cloud nine. This is worrisome to me, folks. It really is. And again, it doesn't have to mean much. I'm just trying to give you as much of a well-rounded perspective of what's going on in my mind as I can. Okay, let's get this crypto. So right now, I am looking for my next trade setup idea. Okay, and if you do want to see all of my real-time trade setup ideas in absolute real time, my friends, today is the day. It's time to transform yourself from Average Joe into Savage Joe. Let's get this crypto. I will see you in VIP right now after this video. Right now, the dawn is looking to potentially strike gold again. And right now, even though we are in the danger zone, I'm not opposed to potentially looking at this from a bullish perspective when things show me that it's worth it to look at it from a bullish perspective, because I still don't want to rule out the possibility here that we do have this 1.618 golden Fibonacci extension target all the way up on the logarithmic scale. Let me pull up the 1.6 here, all the way up at about 60 to 62,000. Okay, it depends on your chart and you plug in the exact coordinates, etc. I just did this crudely here, okay? It's up between 60 and 62,000 on most charts. So I don't want to rule it out of the equation that this still couldn't possibly be a bull flag, or excuse me, not a bull flag, but a bullish continuation, even though we lost this bull flag, right? That this still couldn't wind up having a bullish continuation, even though the bull flag failed. If we break through here, consolidate, and look to build positive momentum, and we begin to see these indicators start to roll even harder in bullish direction, I'm not opposed to going long either, looking still speculatively at that target up there towards 60,000. I don't care if it goes up. I don't care if it goes down. I'm looking for potentially juicy, lucrative profit opportunity and trading opportunity in either direction, whether it's down or up. The Don does not care, okay? So right now, folks, just keep a level head on your shoulders, right? There's no need to be trembling like a leaf in the wind, sweating with your eyeballs glued to the screen from an inch away, at a move like this, right? Just zoom out and understand where we are in the trend, okay? Have a plan for yourself. If you fail to plan, then your plan is to fail. The Don does not plan to fail. The Don plans to succeed, and I will keep you personally updated with all of my real-time trade setup ideas, entry ideas, potential take profit ideas, just like the one you're seeing on your screen right now as the Don looks to potentially strike gold again. So my friends, I will see you in VIP right now after this video. Let's get this crypto. And how I'm able to remain so unemotional here, how I'm able to just look at this from all angles, is because the Don has truly been up the mountain. The Don has been down the mountain. And quite frankly, the Don has also been everywhere in between. And I have wined and dined with kings and queens. And I have slept in alleys and dined on pork and beans. And let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. The Don prefers the wine and queens every single time. So as these moon boys and degenerates continue to live a life of peril and squalor, the Don will continue to grind for every Satoshi and dollar. Let's get this crypto. My friends, if you could, one last time for the YouTube algorithm, that thumbs up would be so greatly appreciated. Thank you for that. And if you are brand new, welcome to the most realistic Bitcoin technical analysis channel you are ever going to find. Hit that subscribe button, tick the little bell, select all, and let's get this crypto. Welcome to the channel. And if you are a longtime subscriber, make sure right now that once you're subscribed, that you also tick the bell. Tick the bell right now and make sure that it has all selected, okay? If all is not selected, you do not get all of the notifications from my upload. So hit the bell right now. Make sure you have all selected. Let's get this crypto. My friends, I will see you in VIP right now after this video. Do not miss any more of my important real-time VIP alerts as the Don looks to potentially strike gold again. Let's get this crypto. Do not miss any more of my important real-time VIP alerts. I will see you in VIP right now after this video. Today is the day. It's time to transform yourself from average Joe into Savage Joe. Let's get this crypto. I will see you in VIP right now after this video. Let's get this crypto. And until next time, my friends, the Don has spoken. Be safe, be happy, be healthy. It's your boy, Crypto Kirby. Peace and love, my friends. Curbs. Oh, and beware of the fake Kirby imposters down in the comment section. I will never post a phone number on your comment. I will never send you any type of unsolicited email. That is not me. You can see the two examples down below. They have the same name as me, but they're posting phone numbers. They're using very weird typing to get around the spam filter. That is not me. This is an example of my real comment here. You can see the nameplate has a gray background to it, and I do leave a creator heart next to the thumbs up so you can validate that that is me. I generally only post the VIP information in a pinned comment, so you know that is me there. My friends, don't fall for any of the fakes. Be smart, be safe. I'll see you in VIP right now after this video. Let's get this crypto.
The material in this video has no regard to the specific investment objectives, financial situation, or particular needs of any viewer. This video is presented solely for informational and entertainment purposes and is not to be construed as a recommendation, solicitation, or an offer to buy or sell any securities, commodities, cryptocurrencies, or any related financial instruments, nor should any of its content be taken as investment advice. Crypto Kirby is not a financial advisor. The views expressed in this video are completely speculative opinions and do not guarantee any specific result or profit. Trading and investing is extremely high risk and can result in the loss of all of your capital. Any opinions expressed in this video are subject to change without notice. Crypto Kirby is not under any obligation to update or keep current the information contained herein. Crypto Kirby may have an interest in the securities, commodities, cryptocurrencies, and or derivatives of any entities referred to in this material. Crypto Kirby accepts no liability whatsoever for any loss or damage of any kind arising out of the use of all or any part of this material. Crypto Kirby recommends that you consult with a licensed and qualified professional before making any investment or trading decisions. Thank you for watching and have a great day.